Now we've looked at solving by substitution. There are a lot of times that graphing just isn't reasonable, right? To actually figure out what scale to use and to put it on the graph is just a pain, right? So to have an algebraic method that we can use is going to be nice. I can use systems, though, to solve real-world problems. We've practiced changing word problems into equations. Never get enough practice of that, so we're going to keep practicing that, right? But we're practicing solving word problems using systems. Since we're not solving by graphing, it's not as important that we use x and y for our variables. However, if you're going to check using Desmos, right, Desmos wants you to use x and y. So we might as well use x and y for our letters. But I have to read to figure out what the two things I'm trying to find are. Well, we have a drama club that earns $1,040 from a production. That's a total. A total of 64 adult tickets and 132 student tickets are sold. An adult ticket costs twice as much as a student ticket. I want to find out what is the price of each type of ticket. Well, the two types are adult tickets and student tickets. So X maybe is the price of adult tickets. And Y could be the price of student tickets. What are my equations going to look like? It gave me a total of $1,040. How did they make that $1,040? Well, they had 64 adult tickets and 132 student tickets. If I multiply the 64 tickets by how much they cost, I figure out how much total money that is. So I'm going to have 64 adult tickets would be 64x. And the student tickets, how much did they make on those? Right? So 132 student tickets would be plus 132y made a total of $1,040. But then, the second equation. An adult ticket costs twice as much as a student ticket. So I know the adult price is 2 times the student price. Writing it out like this, right? So instead of in that word sentence, I use what the X and Y that we called them, the price of adult and price of student, adult price and student price. Make sure I put the variables in the right places. So the price of adults was X, the price of students was Y. That means I know that my equation is X equals 2 times Y. This problem is set up already for substitution because there's a letter by itself. So if we go ahead and look at solving using substitution, right, I'm going to take 2y and say if that's what x is, I can replace x with 2y. So I have 64 times 2y plus 132y equals 1,040. 64 times 2, so 120, and then 4 times 2 is 8, so 128. Plus 132 4. Remember though, systems, I had to find both things, not just one of them. So once I found that y is 4, I know that x is 2y, so that means that x, right, if x is 2y and y is 4, x must be 8. Whoa. X must be 8, because 2 times 4, right, I'm putting in 4 for y, 2 times 4 is 8. So my answer is 8, 4. But when I have a word problem, instead of writing my answer as a point, I can write it as a point, but it's more important to answer in a sentence. So I want to answer yet in context. What is the price of each type of ticket? Adult tickets cost, those were my X. So adult tickets cost $8 and student tickets cost student tickets were my Y and my Y was 4. So student tickets cost $4. Take a minute to look at it and just check if that's reasonable. Does that kind of fit? Right? An adult ticket is twice as much as a student ticket, so students are 4, adults are 8. That makes sense, so I did that part. Seems right, right? I can always check by graphing using Desmos, right? Or I could check, I checked already that an adult ticket was twice as much as a student ticket. I could check that 64 times 8 plus 132 times 4 actually equals a total of 1,040 for my other check as well. But we'll say we went ahead and checked that on Desmos and that those were the correct values. So see if you could pause and try that last you try. That last problem of our notes. As usual with word problems, setting it up is probably tougher than solving it. Right? Pause the video, try to set it up, and then watch to make sure you set it up right so you don't have to solve it, right? And then realize we made a little mistake. So pause and set it up, and then check to make sure you set it up right. So if we're setting this one up, it says there are a total of 64 students in a drama club and yearbook club. The drama club has 10 more students than the yearbook club. How could I write a system of equations to represent that and find how many students are in each club? So X and Y are how many students are in each club. Well, the two clubs were drama club and yearbook club. So X is the number of students in drama club, and Y is going to be my number of students in yearbook. If you switched those two things and put yearbook and then drama, that's okay, but then every one of my X's and Y's is going to be switched with your X's and Y's. Right? We should still end up with the same answer when we're done. Right? My first equation, it gives me a total, right? A total of 64 students. The total number was 64. Well, the total number, the things that have a label of number were just my X and my Y, right? The number in drama and the number in yearbook. So if I add up the X and the Y together, that's supposed to make 64 students. Then I have to look at that next sentence that says, the drama club has 10 more students than the yearbook club. So is the number in drama more or less than the number in yearbook? If drama has 10 more than yearbook, I want to make sure when I'm done that drama has more so that the X is bigger than the Y. Right? But that means if I write it out in words, I could say the number in drama is 10 more than yearbook. So the number in yearbook plus 10 more. So my equation would look like x is y plus 10. How am I going to solve these? Well, I have x by itself, so x is y plus 10. I can replace this x in my first equation with y plus 10. Right? See if you could pause and make sure you can finish solving that, and even practice answering it in a sentence before you double check. So if I set that up, it would look like y plus 10 plus another y equals 64. Since the y's are on the same side, I don't do the opposite, I just put them together. 1 plus 1 is 2 y's plus 10 equals 64. Subtract 10 from both sides. 2 y's is 54. And finally, if I divide by 2, I get that y is, my favorite number, 27. And once I know y, I also want to find x. X is 10 more than y, so y plus 10. That means I know x. If x is y plus 10 and y is 27, 27 plus 10 would be 37. So my answer as an ordered pair would be 37, 27. But since this is a word problem, answering as an ordered pair isn't as important as answering in words. If I go to answer in words, how many students are in each club? There are X, so 37 students in drama club, because X for me was drama, and Y means and 27 in yearbook club. I want to make sure I check my work by making sure that drama had more, which it did, right? By checking that it had 10 more, yup, and that checking that those two things add up to 64 students total, right? So I checked my work there. I can put my equations in Desmos to make sure that my point is correct also, right? But making sure it makes sense in the description and that I answer in a complete sentence and I make sure to actually answer that question. If you have questions yet, make sure you're asking. Otherwise, it's time to practice. So working on those practice problems.